Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome here to Kenny Park in Athenry for the second game in our double header of action in the Bond Secure Galway Senior Football Championship, and it's a meeting of Milltown and St. Michael's. The Oran Nafeen has just been played before you came to us here. We will run through the two teams for this match as soon as we get a chance. A very tight turnaround between the two matches here, a double header that we brought you live with Galway GEA in association with Stream Sport Ireland. Milltown and St. Michael's, good healthy rivals, met in a crucial match last year. Normally both wear the blue and white. It's different today. St. Michael's in the all white, attacking the goal to the right in the first half. Milltown in the yellow jerseys attacking the goal to the left. The game is underway and it's Milltown against St. Michael's, and Milltown trying to get a first start in this game. It was Milltown that won the crucial match last year, 2-9 to 12 points. That booked them a place in the quarterfinals of the Galway Senior Football Championship. Both teams won their opening match in this campaign. St. Michael's on the move, hoping to overturn that as they wheel their way inside. And this is good play from St. Michael's. A chance for a shot on goal off the post. Opportunity there for St. Michael's. A second shot blocked down, but the first opportunity there from Dave Conan, the captain, who scored a goal in their opening victory last week, denied by the goalkeeper for Milltown, Anthony Coyne, and it was a potential rebound for Damien Connaughton, deflected out for a 45. And what a start to this game that we have had. Goal chance for St. Michael's, denied by the goalkeeper for Milltown, Anthony Coyne, and Damien Connaughton's effort deflected out for a 45. So this is St. Michael's now looking to get off the mark. Gary Higgins is the man that is going to take this 45 for them. Just over a minute gone. And Gary Higgins with the 45 for St. Michael's, looking for the first score of the game. They want to make a statement and the ball goes over the bar. St. Michael's off the mark. Gary Higgins with the score, and it's 1 point to St. Michael's. No score to Milltown. St. Michael's won their opening game 1-8 to 1-5 against Clare Galway. Two changes from the side that played that day. Keelan Clancy, wearing 17, comes into the team, replacing Adrian Hardiman. And number 10 jersey is worn by Owen Day. A change from the programme, a change from personnel. Gavin Somerville played the last day, but it's Owen Day today, and he wears number 10. They're the two changes for St. Michael's. We'll run through their team in just a moment because they're on the move again. Cathal Maher in possession of the Leave Roads, kicking the ball inside, and St. Michael's with a side breeze in their backs in the first half. Damien Connaughton trying to find a way inside, just loses his balance, looks around for options there as well. A couple of players, but is going to give it back to Cathal Maher, and Cathal Maher just holding it up in the 45. Brian Harlow with possession, he'll go for a kick at the post. That ball looks like that's going to go to the left and wide, so first wide of the game for St. Michael's. Just a one score they have from the 45 for Gary Higgins, and this is the team as we have it that they will line up today. And the St. Michael's team is as follows. I just guessed the programme list up here in front of me. In goal number 1 is Tygo O'Malley. Full back line 2, Jack Brown. 3, Shane Connaughton, and 4 is Cathal Maher. The half back line, where number 17 now is Keelan Clancy. Number 6 is Brian Madden, and 7 is Shane Maloney. In midfield, where number 8 is we'll confirm that in a second. Actually, number 9 is Eamon O'Donnell, partner by 12, Conal Gallagher. We'll just watch a shot here from Milltown at the moment. That was their number 9, Damien Brennan, having a go at the post. The referee had blown the whistle, coming back for a free. So just to repeat, that's St. Michael's midfield. Eamon O'Donnell wears number 9, Conal Gallagher at 12. The half forward line 10 is now Owen Day. And number 11, Brian Harlow, and 8, the captain, Dave Conan. And the inside line of 13, Gary Higgins, 14, Damien Connaughton, and 15 is Dara O'Malley. That's the St. Michael's team. We'll run through the Milltown team for you in just a moment. Just one change from their team that won a high-scoring thriller, 4-18 to 12 points against Killannon last week. They'll be hoping for more scores like that, maybe not conceding as much. Mark Hare, whereas number 11, he has the ball there for Milltown in the yellow jerseys, goes for a kick in towards the goal, into the hands of the goalkeeper, who is Tygo O'Malley. And Tygo O'Malley will find one of his defenders there as well. And St. Michael's bring the ball out the field. The one change for Milltown in this game is Mike McWalter. He comes into the team. He replaces number 12, Liam Costello. Very, very hot day here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Many people taking advantage of the shelter, many taking advantage of the sun as well. St. Michael's trying to move the ball. Conal Gallagher wearing number 12, but it's Brian Harlow 11. Sends the ball inside. The St. Michael's looking for a push. The referee doesn't buy it, and it's going to be Milltown to restart the action. So Milltown bringing the ball out the field. Colin Brennan, where it's number 8 for them, lays the ball off. John Martin now in possession. Gets it up as far as Mike McWalter. And Mike McWalter has won the free, has the advantage, sends it down in towards the attack. Down in the direction of Mark Hare. He wears number 11. In the middle of the field, Gary Higgins will send the ball in towards the St. Michael's attack, trying to get Damien Connaughton in possession. Anthony Coyne comes out to meet this for Milltown, the goalkeeper. Got the nod to start the opening day against Killannon and stays in position. And Milltown now up towards the 65-metre line. Kick into the attack to Mark Hare. Mark Hare lays it off for their number 21, which is Mike McWalter. Mike McWalter in towards the inside line. This is good play from Milltown as Cathal Blake, the captain, lays the ball out to the right there for Niall Costello. Niall Costello off to Mike Martin. Mike Martin, their top scorer in that victory against Killannon, on the left peg, goes for a shot at the post. That ball looks like it's gone to the right and wide. First wide of the game for Milltown, gives us a chance to go through their starting team for this game. As I mentioned, one change in personnel from the team that beat Killannon. In goal, where number 16 is Anthony Coyne. Full back line of number 17, James Martin. 3, Kieran Blake. And wearing number 24 jersey is Johnny Hines. Johnny Hines wearing the number 24 jersey at left corner back. The half back line, 4, Jack Curran. 6 is Sean Blake. And 7, John Martin. In midfield, by number 8, Colin Brennan. Partner with number 9, Damien Brennan. The half forward line, 10, Niall Costello. 11, Mark Hare. And number 15 is O'Manion. And the inside line, 13, Mike Martin. 14, Cathal Blake. And 21 is Mike McWalter. Milltown on the move again. This is an opportunity for a kick at the post, and a disappointing effort in that occasion goes to the left and wide, and the second miss of the game for Milltown. They remain on no score after 6.5 minutes. Milltown no score, St. Michael's a point. So St. Michael's will be happy how this game has started off for them. Out over the line, the far side of the field, but it's going to be a St. Michael's ball. So a touch there from Niall Costello. Quickly taken into the middle to Eamon O'Donnell. Eamon O'Donnell gets dispossessed. Milltown have the ball, but red player on the ground. I'm not too sure if the referee stopped play. It looks like it was a free for St. Michael's, and Tygo O'Malley deciding he must be Manus Brannick and come out the field to play and get involved in the action in the red jersey. Out to the right in space, it might work out for them. This is Jack Brown. Jack Brown sends it back to the red boots of number 17, Keelan Clancy. So now in possession is Conal Gallagher. Conal Gallagher just trying to find a way inside. So just take apologies there, a correction on our screen at the moment. It should be St. Michael's 1 point, Milltown no score. And we have it the other way around there. We just received a message to be told, so we'll change that for you in a moment. It's Milltown no score, St. Michael's 1 point. St. Michael's with a 45 from Gary Higgins in the second minute, the difference between the teams. Moving down the left here now, Mike McWalter for Milltown in the yellow jersey. Inside the 45-metre line, out in the direction of O'Manion. O'Manion coming inside, trying to find a bit of space, gives it back to Mike. Mike McWalter outside the 45-metre line. St. Michael's not going to make it easy. They know exactly the damage Milltown can do based on the 4-18 they put up against Killannon. And Milltown have given the ball away. Disciplined defending, the block coming there from Owen Day. Conal Gallagher, number 12, playing in midfield. So St. Michael's looking for another score. This is Eamon O'Donnell. Eamon O'Donnell trying to find a way inside, lays it off with Gary Higgins. Gary Higgins out to the left.
The middle there, lads.
So a chance here now for St. Michael's to get within range again, Milltown. And also fancy St. Michael's. Milltown's defending would come across as questionable based on the opening day. Free conceded in this occasion. So a low scoring start to the match, 9 minutes gone. St. Michael's 1 point, Milltown no score. Milltown just looking for that point to get off the mark. hasn't come yet. St. Michael's, very tight defence, only conceded 1-5 in their opening day victory against Clare Galway. The winners of this match will be in a great position for qualification. This is Brian Madden. Brian Madden lays the ball off as Brian Harlow looks for a way inside. He gives the pass for Eamon O'Donnell. Eamon O'Donnell spots a player free. That player is Conal Gallagher. He just didn't get the space to pull the trigger, but gets the space to put in the shot. The ball has gone over the bar. The first score from play in this match has taken nearly 10 minutes, but it's the two midfielders combining. Eamon O'Donnell picking out Conal Gallagher. He gets the score, and it's now St. Michael's 2 points, Milltown no score. And St. Michael's happy enough how this is building in the early stages. So the short kick out. Anthony Coyne pushing up. Is he going to be one of these outfield goalkeepers as well? He wants to get a quicker first bounce than that, because you can see Brian Harlow in there chasing them down, and Milltown have to be careful. John Martin gets a touch, moves it out the field a little bit. And that on possession is Colin Brennan. Colin Brennan to Damien, also of the Brennan clan. Out to the right side of the field. Johnny Hines. Change of jersey for him today, 24. Damien Brennan. Kick across to the left. And John Martin now in a more advanced role. He preferred this. Mark Hare, key man for them. Good challenge being put in there by Dave Cunan. They held it up there. Jack Brown involved as well. And Dave Cunan, the captain, wearing 8, gives it back in the direction of Brian Madden, and St. Michael's will move it up the far side of the field. Colmar likes to attack, likes to push forward. Gets in front of Gary Higgins before laying the ball off and getting themselves back in position. St. Michael's just look like they're pressing up a little bit, winning possession of the ball.
Go back, Mike!
Once they get back quick enough, it could work out for them. We'll see how it pans out. Dave Conan leaves the ball off. This is Brian Madden. Brian Madden moving inside, has the advantage of a free. Will get a free shot at this surely. If he can weave away inside, gives the pass off. The hand is down. The advantage might be over. That's up to the referee. The score doesn't materialise, so Milltown for a moment didn't know where the ball was. St. Michael's having the hands up, thinking they should have still have the advantage, but John Martin is only focused on the football and brings the ball out the field again. And it remains a 2-point ball game here in Kenny Park, Athenry, in the Bon Secure Galway Senior Football Championship. If you're just joining us, St. Michael's 2 points, Milltown no score. Milltown inside the 65-metre line. This is Jack Curran. Concerns he mightn't be available for this game, but thankfully he does start. Mike Martin inside, looking for that first point of the game for Mike. And again, it's gone to the right and wide. The way there, they got 2-5 the opening day. Hasn't materialised the score yet. I think it's 3 wides for Mike Martin. But he doesn't get it on that occasion. So, St. Michael's restarting the action. Tygo O'Malley challenging the defender, so it's going to be a free out. And Cathal Maher doing a lot of good things in the early stages of the match. Back to the goalkeeper, happy enough to do that with the ball. So Tygo O'Malley pushing up. A rising star with NUIG in 2018. Now to St. Michael's goalkeeper. They look comfortable in the ball in defence. Eamon O'Donnell enjoys the attack. And again, straight away, 9 and 12 looking for each other each time. Ball goes out over the line, so it's going to be a Milltown ball. John Martin. John Martin with a kick inside to the man in space. That's Mark Hare. Mark Hare kicks it down and towards the attack. Hoping this is the moment they take advantage. Good tight defending there. Looked like from the full back, Shane Connaughton. Milltown still have possession. Damien Brennan moving inside, tried to pull it. Colmar gets in the way. The referee had spotted an Frenchman beforehand. So it's going to be a free in for Milltown inside the 45-metre line. And Milltown will be disappointed now. They've had a few chances, haven't got off the mark yet. Now, it'll be interesting to see who's taking this. Mark Hare, you'd feel, will be the man. He's wearing 11.
On! Watch up right!
Mike Martin is there as well, though he's leaving it off, so it's going to be Mark Hare. So Mark Hare to take this free. Nearly 14 minutes gone. In Kenny Park, Athenry, Milltown yet to score. It's 2 points to St. Michael's, no score to Milltown. Kenny Park goes quiet for the free taker. With County experience, kicks the ball towards the post. The umpires like it. It's gone over the bar. And Milltown are finally off the mark. It's taken over 14 minutes. And it's the man called Mark that gets that point. Mark Hare with the free. And it's 1 point to Milltown, 2 points to St. Michael's. And Tygo O'Malley to restart the action. Milltown started out poorly last year, losing to Spiddale, but managed to get a draw against Mountbellion by lot. But it was that crucial game in the final round of the group stages, with groups of 4 that had to win against St. Michael's, and they did get the 2 goals. Mike Martin and Mark Hare were the 2 men who got the goals on that occasion. Cathal Blake involved in the assist in the first goal, but this is St. Michael's. This is Shane Maloney. Shane Maloney with the kick in the post. He'd be disappointed with that shot. That ball goes across the goal to the left and wide, second wide of the game for St. Michael's. Milltown eventually going down to Currafen as the referee blows for the water break, and it gives us a chance to just assess what we've seen in the opening 15 minutes of action here. St. Michael's threatening very, very early. Dave Cunan forcing a save from Anthony Coyne. A snapshot from Damien Connaughton resulted in a 45, which Gary Higgins put over the bar. That gave St. Michael's a 1 point to no score lead. It took them till the 10th minute to get the second. Eamon O'Donnell picking out Conal Gallagher, who may have thought about more, but took the point when it was on. Mark Hare responding with the first score for Milltown in the match. That is a free, and it brings it back to a 1 point ball game. Milltown 1 point, St. Michael's 2. Milltown under new management this year. Charlie Jennings heading up a management team that includes Terence Godwin, who will also be on the field to play, Stephen Farley and Pete McDade, replacing Ger Bowen. They reached the semi-finals of the league this year. As we just mentioned in there, these 2 teams normally known for wearing blue and white. Milltown in yellow today and blue, as you can see on our screen there at the moment. And St. Michael's in more white dominated colour, trim of blue as well.
Come on, Milltown!
So both teams here having their water break. We even took a chance to get a drink of water here in the commentary box as well, because it's a very, very hot day in Athenry. And we're going to restart action with a Milltown kick out for Anthony Coyne. Anthony Coyne taking his time to get us up and running again. And he restarts the action there. 15 minutes and 20 seconds gone on the clock. And even in Kenny Park, they went 100 seconds that water break. Just in case you forgot to stop your clock at home. Either way, it's there on the screen for you here on our coverage. It's the kick from Brian Harlow looking for a third St. Michael's point, and that's gone to the left and wide again. 3 wides for St. Michael's, 3 wides for Milltown. St. Michael's, a team that reached the county senior football final back in 2014. They were singing songs. They believed they could go all the way, but there's a new generation coming through. County Minor A champions in 2020. Many of them on the field of play here today. And they can just get a run of games going, maybe a long championship period to the knockout stages. The development could help even more. Both teams with 1 win under the belt. Free there, as you can spot. The referee for this game is Shane Hare. It's going to be St. Michael's ball taken by Dave Cunan out to the left. Ownday trying to move inside, gives it to Brian Harlow. Brian Harlow the pass inside. St. Michael's moving, gain the ground quickly through their captain Dave Cunan. Dave Cunan just caught in the corner. Good defending there from Sean Blake. Does enough to win the ball. Lays the pass off, and Milltown will bring it out the field. All of a sudden now this is turning into a Milltown attack through Niall Costello. Space open up in front of him here in Athenry. Niall Costello striding through there. The defender goes to the ground. The referee says too many steps. Oh, it was a tough one, but it's the decision that's made. We'll continue on. Gary Higgins inside the 65-metre line. Kick in towards the attack down the direction of Brian Harlow. Brian Harlow going up against Sean Blake, who's not going to let anybody pass him that easily. Brian Harlow takes the ball, sends it back out towards the 45. St. Michael's players just queuing up here. Wonder will anybody have a pop, or is there anybody in space? There are gaps inside. If somebody takes advantage of it, Conal Gallagher might have a go. Gives it back to Gary Higgins. Gary Higgins goes up a few more yards. He gets within range. He'll have a kick at the post. It's a score they could do it because they missed a few. It goes over the bar. And Gary Higgins in the 18th minute of the game gets his first from play. He's second in total. And it's St. Michael's 3 points. Milltown 1. And Milltown standing off there eventually left the gap in the left channel over the bar. St. Michael's in front by 2. And we'll restart the action. True. Anthony Coyne goes long, found the yellow jersey. It did find the man even if he didn't hold it. St. Michael's in possession back again. Milltown though getting tenacious in their tackling. They have to. Dave Conan wins the ball, has the advantage, gives it out to Brian Harlow. Brian Harlow moving down the left there now. The hand has gone down again. Shane Hare doesn't leave the hand up for too long. In towards Damien Connaughton. He's the number 14, goes to ground. Referee says there was a push in the back. And St. Michael's will get a free. And Gary Higgins, the favourite to take this. So Brian Harlow is moving up towards the ball. And while Brian Harlow gets that, let me tell you a story about him. He won a competition with Rory Stories, and he got to have a free-taking contest with the man himself, Rory, and he beat him 3 kicks to 2 over 5, spread across the 20-metre line. Indeed, he got the 2 hardest ones of the lot, and he missed the one in the middle, but he got 3 in total. Brian Harlow with the kick here. It comes off the upright. Doesn't do it on that occasion. If he did that against Rory Stories, he wouldn't have won. And Milltown in possession. Out in the direction of Niall Costello. And Niall Costello will go in the move again. Has to watch the steps. He was penalised for that the last time. Wins the free. Milltown trying to steal a couple of yards. Keep it moving down the right flank. They have options. This is Mark Hare. Finds a player on the right on the 45-metre line. St. Michael's putting the tackle. The referee says illegally so. Foul conceded by Dave Conan. And it's going to be a free in. Milltown won't complain too much if they're only a point down, if they can get something out of this. While they've had a few misses, they can acknowledge that St. Michael's are playing the better football in the early stages of this match. So Mike Martin has been unlucky with his shooting so far. Doesn't back himself there, gives it to Colin Brennan. Colin Brennan. Kick across to the left. John Martin. John Martin with the hand pass into space. This down the right is O'Manion. O'Manion back to John Martin. And John Martin to Colin Brennan. Colin Brennan just holding up the ball outside the 45-metre line, waiting to see who wants to get involved in the action. Maybe Sean Blake fancies to go with this. That's the player in the ball wearing number 6. Gets a bit closer, takes the challenge him. Darrell O'Malley wearing number 15. Sean Blake gets inside the 45-metre line, attacking the goal to the left. The referee spots a push. It's going to be a free in for Milltown. It's within range. And it looks like that Mike Martin says, I'm going to take this one. So Mike Martin got a mark at the opening game in his 2-5 contribution. Can he bring this back to a 1-point ball game in Kenny Park and Athenry? So Mike Martin, white boots, the white socks, the white ball, kicks with the left peg. It's going to be close, and again, it's just not happening for him. 4 wides, they're all for himself. Some days they're just going over with your eyes closed, and some days you can't buy a score. And that's the opening quarter, opening 20 minutes of this match that he's experiencing at the moment. So he's not a player that stays quiet for too long. What a take from the sky from Conal Gallagher. Wonderful exhibition of fielding there. Wins the mark. Or the free, whichever it was. It's a St. Michael's ball off to Eamon O'Donnell. Eamon's going to give it back to Conal. They've done this before. Lays it off for Brian Harlow. The challenge was late. The advantage is given. Gary Higgins getting inside. Goes for a shot. Deflection off the crossbar. It'll go over the bar. It'll be a point for St. Michael's, but it could well have been much more. Gary Higgins, the man that credited with the score. But just like that, Eamon O'Donnell, Conal Gallagher, Brian Harlow, deflected low shot from Gary Higgins over the bar. The referee is going back to have a word with the Milltown player that conceded that challenge, a late challenge. It might well be a black card here, but not to be. It's a yellow. So they'll be happy that they're keeping 15 players on the field to play, because it was a late challenge, and the referee, given the benefit of the doubt, that was just mistimed. The goalie just down there receiving, well, he's not receiving treatment at the moment, but he's not up. So there'll be another hold up there and played there. Kieran Blake, the full-back for Milltown, the player that received that yellow card. And you can see there Anthony Coyne. Anthony Coyne, also a referee and a coach, immersed in Galway football, and now has the number 16 jersey. I was going to say the number 1 jersey, but he is the number 1 for Milltown at the moment. They do have a good option in Jamie Malloy if need be, but they'll be hoping to keep him on the field of play. Just holding everything up. The clock says 22 minutes and 45 seconds. 3 points between the teams. Appears to be an eye injury. So he'll receive treatment first. Very hot day. I'm surprised nobody taking advantage of getting some water on. I know that we have the official water break, which means you're not allowed to throw water on the field of play. Badly needed the weekend at Sinnoh. Great to have the great weather. Anthony Coyne is okay. Getting back at his feet and getting back in position, and we will restart the action with a Milltown kick out after that scoring chance. The scoring chance scored was taken. Colin Brennan down to receive the pass, gives it off to John Martin on the left. John Martin with a kick down into space. Will that ball stay in play? It's going to be a race to keep it in, not going to be won. The flag, the blue flag gets in the way. Mark Hare was never going to get there anyway. It's going to be a St. Michael's ball. The referee not happy with a bit of time wasting going on there. Keelan Clancy told to bring it up a bit. Eamon O'Donnell, number 9, well involved in the action. This is Cathal Maher. Cathal Maher to Gary Higgins. Gary out to the left there as well. St. Michael's confident in the ball when they have it. Plays the 1-2 with Dave Cunan. St. Michael's just looking for the player inside. Milltown really need to read this. In fairness to John Martin, he's been reading most of them. Wins the ball back. Mike McWalter, number 21 for Milltown. Found Kieran Blake. He's pushed forward a little bit. Back to receive the ball. This is Damien Bredin, number 9, inside his own 65-metre line. Kicking the ball down the direction of Mike Martin. Mike Martin has the ball there, gives it off to Cathal Blake, the captain. Cathal Blake inside for Old Mannion. Old Mannion gives it off here. Damien Brennan, good move for Milltown. Can they finish it with a score? And the goalkeeper had to get in the way. Tygo O'Malley could take no chances with that. And the closest Milltown have come to threatening a goal in this match with 5 minutes to half time. A great move. Only it's a stop. This is Niall Costello with a shot. He's hit that wide. 5 wides for Milltown. 5 minutes to half time. What an excellent attack there from Milltown. Didn't get the score out of it. It's 4 points to St. Michael's, 1 to Milltown. Milltown scoring rate much down on the 22 scores and the 30 points they got the first day. Good touchdown here, and this is an opportunity. Brian Harrow's hitting the ball out to the left. Here's Conal Gallagher. Conal Gallagher trying to sneak it to get past Sean Blake. Holds it up, tries to go for the shot. An excellent block down there. Looked like Kieran Blake, the man that did that. And he lays the ball off for John Martin. An excellent block from the number 3. Gives it to number 7. And now Niall Costello is raiding down the right again with the solo, watching the steps. There's the bounce as well. Gets within range. This is good from Niall Costello. Needs to lay the ball off to Mike Martin. And Mike Martin gives it back towards Cathal Blake. Cathal Blake to Colin Brennan. Colin Brennan, hand pass inside. Spotted Damien in there. But he gets cut out. Won by Shane Connaughton for St. Michael's. And they'll bring up the other end of the field. A bit of space here because Milltown are not tracking back. The heat is telling on them. What can St. Michael's do with this? A kick inside for a 1-on-1. Damien Connaughton has the ball, takes the challenge, has the advantage, trying to work inside. Can he get inside himself? Damien Connaughton, a hand pass in. Are we going back for the fray? I think the whistle is blown. It just delayed that extra half a second with the advantage there. And inside, waiting for a pass was Darragh O'Malley. Didn't come. But St. Michael's will get a chance to put 4 between the teams. And now there's a few people must be listening to our stream on the dugout because they're getting water bottles thrown in there. So, free in for St. Michael's. So it looks like it's going to be Brian Harlow to take this. Hoping for better fortune than his first kick. Kick at the posts. Goes to the free, looks good. There's a claps from the St. Michael's supporters, and the umpire eventually puts up the white flag. 2.5 minutes.
There will be at least 3 minutes additional time at the end of the first half.
With the free, so 5 points to 1. And you might have heard there the stadium announcer announcing 3 minutes of added time. Now we can tell you, if you were following our first game here in our double header, that the clock in Kenny Park hasn't started. So I would have that 3 minutes from 3 minutes of added time 4 minutes from now, because there's 29 minutes on the clock in Kenny Park. So expect to go about 90 seconds into injury time in this first half. St. Michael's 5 points, Milltown 1. Milltown winning a free. They need to put a ball over the bar. They've one free in the game so far from Mark Kerr after 15 minutes. We are now in the 28th minute. So Mark Kerr, he scored 4 points the first day against Killannon, looking for his second in this match. Has his own style, his own system, needs to be accurate. Mark Kerr puts the ball over the bar. It's a score. They were willing over the bar in Milltown. And it comes from Mark Kerr. And it's 2 points to Milltown, 5 points to St. Michael's. With about a minute and a half of normal time remaining. The referee going in to have a word with the umpire. Now, I'm not too sure what happened here. Turn back to look at someone, so we'll see now if it's going to be start. There's the referee, Shane Hare. He looks like he's happy enough to continue on the action. Tells Tygo O'Malley, kick it out there, we'll play with the football. Out towards the 45-metre line, 2 players tangled, none of them get the ball. Breaks for St. Michael's, they're reading the midfield very, very well. Eamon O'Donnell doing an awful lot of work, sending inside in the direction of Darragh O'Malley. Darragh O'Malley plays a 1-2 with Gary Higgins. Darragh O'Malley with a chance, a shot, a goal! A goal for St. Michael's! And it's Darragh O'Malley that puts the ball into the back of the net, and a well-taken score was straight from the kick-out, reading down the right. Darragh O'Malley took possession. Eamon O'Donnell involved in the move, played a 1-2 with Gary Higgins, and Darragh O'Malley with the outside of his boot kicks the ball into the top left corner of the net, and it's St. Michael's 1-5, Milltown 2 points. Milltown have not scored from play in the match. Darragh O'Malley has a goal. 6 points between the teams, and a crucial time now, because I reckon there's about 30 seconds to go in this opening half. Actually 90 seconds, I'm miscounting. We're dealing with 2 different clocks. Milltown on the move anyway. Cathal Blake sending it inside for Damien Brennan. Can Milltown get a response here as John Martin lays the ball over? Shot, a goal! Mike Martin for Milltown responds with a goal himself, and was the St. Michael's goal the goal to wake up Milltown when they weaved their way inside. And it's now Milltown 1-2, St. Michael's 1-5. Mike Martin, who couldn't buy a score, puts the ball into the back of the net, and it's a 3-point ball game again, and Milltown have the ball again. What a finish in the first half that we're having here. Niall Costello raiding inside, gives it off to Mark Hare. Another goal for Milltown, and Mark Hare puts it into the back of the net, and we have 3 goals in the space of less than just over a minute and a half. 2 for Milltown, 1 for St. Michael's. It's Milltown 2-2, St. Michael's 1-5. And if you want a highlights reel Twitter video clip that you're going to get this weekend in Galway football, you've just witnessed it here in Kenny Park. The teams are all square. It's Milltown 2-2, St. Michael's 1-5, and Milltown now playing like they have a bee in their bonnet or a boil in their bum. Either way, they're on the move again. This is Colin Brennan. Colin Brennan in space, getting within range, gives it off to Damien Brennan. Damien Brennan back to Colin. This might work out nicely for him. With a touch along the ground, I think keeper Tygo O'Malley makes the save. A touch he had to get. Colin Brennan didn't get the touch in that he wanted, but it's half time here in Kenny Park in Athenry. And a pedestrian enough opening 28-29 minutes has finished off with a roller coaster, helter-skelter final few minutes. It's level at half-time, but only a few minutes ago it was 5 points to 2 to St. Michael's. And then an attack down the right involving 4 players led to Darragh O'Malley putting the ball into the back of the net for them. The City side were 1-5 to 2 points in front, but then the North Galway team burst back into the game after failing to score in the match. match. There was John Martin setting up Mike Martin for a goal in 31 minutes, made it 1-2 to 1-5. In their next attack, Niall Costello raiding down the right. Mark Kerr finished the ball into the back of the net, and we're set up for a very, very exciting second half here in Kenny Park in Athenry. What a finish we've had. If it continues like that, well, it's going to be a super 30 minutes ahead. We're going to take a break here in the Bonsecure Galway Senior Football Championship to catch our breaths, get a drink of water. We'll have some match highlights there that you'll most certainly enjoy over the next 10 minutes. And we'll be back with live coverage of the second half of this Galway Senior Football Championship Group C game. Milltown back in the game just when St. Michael seem to be grasping it out with their hands. Join us in 10 minutes' time. Half-time score, Milltown 2-2, St. Michael's 1-5. Good afternoon, thank you very much, and welcome back here to Kenny Park in Athenry for the Bond Secure Galway Senior Football Championship. Getting ready for the second half of Milltown against St. Michael's. And if you're only just joining us there, you missed a cracking finish in the first half. 3 goals scored in just over a minute and a half. St. Michael's have gone 6 points clear, but the half-time score, Milltown 2-2, St. Michael's 1-5. St. Michael's are the team in white today, Milltown wearing yellow predominant jerseys, just coming back on the field to play for the second half. So we'll be getting ready to go. Milltown attacking the town goal to our white, and very, very important game for both teams. Both teams, of course, with a win under their belt already. The winner of this match will have 2 wins in Senior C. Let's run through the scores of the opening half before we restart. For Milltown, Mark Hare, 1-2 he scored in this game, 2 of them from frees. They hadn't scored from play before their first goal, which came from Mike Martin. And that is their 2-2 for St. Michael's. 3 points for Gary Higgins. The goal coming from Darragh O'Malley. And also points as well for their number 12, Conal Gallagher. And a free from 11, Brian Harlow. So we'll keep an eye out as well to see if there are any substitutions at the break. We're just looking there. No sign of anyone so far at the moment. But we'll restart the action. You can see the players and officials and mentors and Galway GA officials still working their way into position. So probably another few seconds before we start the second half. Milltown and St. Michael's, 2 great rivals. The latest instalment of their battle, out to go in to its second half. Certainly, if you imagine a team's tail is up after a good first half, you'd feel it's Milltown's, the way they came back. So the ball is thrown in for the second half of this Bond Secure Senior Football Championship game. St. Michael's in white, attacking the goal to the left. And there for them, their number 12, Conal Gallagher. Just gets dispossessed on that occasion. Milltown, a bit of an unforced error there. The referee had spotted a free beforehand, so Sean Blake gets away with that kick to Niall Costello. Well, we thought it was a free, but definitely wouldn't have been a Milltown sideline kick, but either way, St. Michael's have the ball. We restart the action. Eamon O'Donnell down in towards the attack. Space opens up here for Damien Connaughton on the left. Trying to see, can he get a shot at the post, goes for a kick at the post, and Damien Connaughton puts the ball over the bar. 40 seconds into the second half, and St. Michael's are back in front, and a good score that they needed after conceding those late 2 goals. Damien Connaughton, he's first of the day. 2-3 to 1-5. He's had a couple of scoring opportunities in the match as well. Indeed, he's deflected shot after Dave Conan's effort at the start of the match was deflected out for a 45, but it could have been a goal. So he's spotted number 24 in the field there from Milltown. That's Shane Conley. Actually, I tell a lie, it's Johnny Hines. Of course, Johnny Hines wearing a different number to the programme today, so I scratched that off. Johnny Hines, of course, wearing 24 today instead of number 2. Started this match at cornerback for Milltown. Bit of afters. The referee blowing the whistle there, telling everybody to settle down. See what decision he makes. So Michael's going to restart the action. Referee having a word with Niall Costello. Just outside the 45-metre line. So just a ticket on the occasion. He's having a word with another player from Milltown. So the referee of this game, Shane here, the stamp of his authority. I think that's going to be a yellow card. It's a yellow card for Mark Hare. Goal scorer for Milltown. So 1 point ball game. St. Michael's 1-6, Milltown 2-2. St. Michael's going backwards. Brian Madden to Tygo O'Malley, but Brian Madden has the ball back again. Colin Maher, player that laid it off to him, and Brian Madden weaving his way inside. Down in towards the attack in the direction of Gary Higgins. Gary Higgins trying to move inside. Johnny Hines did well to hold on to the ball. Gives the pass off in the direction of Eamon O'Donnell. Eamon O'Donnell, you might spot a number 26 there for St. Michael's. That's Stephen Kerr. Has come off the bench for the second half, so we'll confirm who he's on for in just a bit. We'll watch the play first. Shane Connaughton leaving it off for Brian Harlow. Brian Harlow back to Shane Connaughton inside the 45-metre line. This is Stephen Kerr. Stephen Kerr sending the ball backwards. Brian Madden to Shane Connaughton. Shane Connaughton with a kick down into space. A bit of tangle there, the referee. With the whistle, I think he's indicating the free out. So Milltown did well there, as he claimed that the St. Michael's man Darragh O'Malley pulled the full-back with him. Milltown restart the action. So Milltown happy to hold it inside the 45-metre line. Colin Brennan giving the pass out to the left. Milltown have a player free out on the right here. If somebody picks him out, but they've taken advantage of the space. I can tell you off the ball, Kieran Blake is just gradually moving up the field. If somebody picks him up, and nobody's picked him up yet, but they haven't moved the ball in his direction. It might work out for Milltown. Jack Curran, wearing number 4, in possession of the ball in the 45-metre line. Sends the pass out to the left. The number 7 is John Martin. John Martin goes for a kick for Milltown. It's gone over the bar. And a great score for Milltown. Their first point from playing the match. 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the second half. John Martin makes it all square again. It's 2-3 to 1-6. Third different score of the game. Tygo O'Malley, long drive down the field, looking for the hands of Conal Gallagher, the number 12, but it's Milltown get the breaking ball. Niall Costello, they haven't really had a big burst in this game, bar the 2 goals, Milltown, so if they can get one going, anything can happen. Colin Brennan holds the ball well, he's done that throughout the match. Owen Mannion into space for Cathal Blake. Cathal Blake out towards the left, out towards John Martin, who might fancy another go. Hand pass inside. It's the balance lost here and cut out by Killian Clancy. And Tygo O'Malley, the goalkeeper, to bring it out the field again. Out towards the 45-metre line. Goalkeeper's getting so brave now, leaves it for Stephen Kerr. Stephen Kerr out on the left for Shane Maloney. Shane Maloney tries to take the challenge, but it's cut out there by Sean Blake. Sean Blake with a kick to Terence Godwin, who's come on the field as well. So plenty of substitutions happening at half-time. We'll confirm all those details, but Terence Godwin, who came off the bench the first day as well, is on the field for Milltown. This is Brian Harlow. Damien Connaughton outside the 45-metre line. So long kick inside. Milltown players cutting it out. Challenge on Niall Costello, where it's a free for Milltown outside their own 45-metre line. Going to be another change here for St. Michael's and for Milltown, so both teams making changes. So we can tell you the Milltown change is number 5, Keith Mannion, coming on for 17, James Martin, and 15, Darragh O'Malley, the goal scorer, comes off for St. Michael's, replaced by Eddie Hoare. Eddie Hoare, great leader for St. Michael's, came off the bench after 20 minutes last week and scored a point. Milltown on the move again. This is Terence Godwin going for a shot, not to be on target. That goes to the left and wide. Now, we believe that Owen Day is the half-time substitute for St. Michael's that Stephen Kerr came on for. We'll confirm the Milltown information for you in a moment. We're going to restart the action through Tygo O'Malley. And Tygo O'Malley with the kick. Long drive down the field. Far side of the field, looking again for Conal Gallagher. Conal Gallagher challenged by John Martin. It's a great battle between the two of them. Works out for St. Michael's at this occasion. Hard to know who's taking possession of this. You can see the commitment from both teams on your screen. And it's Milltown that won the ball. They challenge in there. No debate about that. Free for Milltown. They're not wasting time. Down towards Mark Hare. Mark Hare sells the dummy. Gets a bit closer. Kicks the ball inside here towards Cathal Blake. Nearly worked out for Milltown, but not to be. St. Michael's cutting it out and bringing the ball up the field. Eamon O'Donnell. Referee spotted a foul, and I think he spotted something off the ball because he's running inside to the 20-metre line. So it's going to be a free for St. Michael's. So a break here for the City side for St. Michael's. I think Eddie Hoare was the player that was fouled, and I think the guilty party was Kieran Blake. But the referee, very, very quick to blow it, brings it inside, so free for St. Michael's. And a chance here now for Brian Harlow to put them back in front. 8.5 minutes gone in the second half. Brian Harlow with the kick puts the ball over the bar, and St. Michael's go back in front. St. Michael's 1-7, Milltown 2-3. So Anthony Coyne gets up and going again. Now Eamon O'Donnell with a touch, but on top of the Milltown player, says the referee, Terence Goodwin, who's gone down now, so looks a bit of a distress, but play continues on. He gets back on his feet. Milltown hold on to possession. Mike Martin with the ball. Mike Martin moving inside, weaving his way inside. This is good. And a great reception from Eamon O'Donnell just as Colin Brennan was about to pull the trigger for what you'd imagine would have been a certain point. Not to be for Milltown. St. Michael's holding on to their lead, and out on the left hand side is Conal Gallagher, and Conal Gallagher holding on to the ball. Brian Harlow. St. Michael's just looked so composed in possession. Stephen Kerr. Back to Brian Harlow. Waiting for the options to come, and Eamon O'Donnell has done an awful lot of dirty work in this game. A good kick down in towards the attack. Excellent take there. I thought he would have called the mark. And the referee does it out for the mark, saw the hand up, so it's going to be a mark for Eddie Hoare. And just as I mentioned, Eddie Hoare came off the bench in the opening game against Killannon. And you'd fancy him now with 10 minutes into the second half to get a score here. So Eddie Hoare, just to the left of the D, coming inside, takes the free for St. Michael's, puts the ball over the bar. 2 points between the teams. 1-8 to St. Michael's, 2-3 to Milltown. So both managements there shouting instructions. The two dugouts right in front of us here in the commentary box in Kenny Park and Athenry. Colin Brennan holds onto the ball, wins the free in the process. So the far side of the field for Milltown. And you can see there, Colin Brennan, man in possession, takes the kick across for Terence Godwin. Terence Godwin left in his own there. Milltown need to be careful. Referee gives a free. St. Michael's think it was soft. Hands were up. Milltown will take it. And again, as Milltown showed at the end of the first half, this game remains very, very much alive. Another substitute getting ready to come on. So this is number 25 now. If you have a program at home, it's Sam Ferrick. So it's a change in number. So Sam Ferrick, number 25, is on the field to play. I think Sam was anxious to get on with the action, but the Milltown player has gone off the field, the far side of the field, so we'll confirm the intensity of that player at the moment. Getting a drink of water straight away, and rightfully so. Anthony Coyne. I think they're calling for a couple of bounces there. Didn't happen. Sam Ferrick with the ball for Milltown. Kick across to the left. So Johnny Hines brings up the field for Milltown and got up to the 65-metre line, looking around for options. The pass off for Cathal Blake. Cathal Blake back. Good play here from Milltown at the moment. Terence Godwin in the middle of the field. Just needs to keep it moving quickly and try and get a score out of it. So Sean Blake. Pass out to Jack Curran on his own 65-metre line along the right to Niall Costello. Likes to run. Just slowed down on that occasion. Colin Brennan. And again the referee. Now he's very quick to spot the incidents happening inside because he's done it for both teams now. So Milltown, just like St. Michael's a few minutes ago, are going to get a break. A free inside, and it's spun over the bar by Mike Martin. So a free for Milltown. Mike Martin with the score. 1-1 for him today. It's now 2-4 to Milltown. That's 10 points. 1-8 to St. Michael's, which is 11. So about 2 minutes to go to the water break, you imagine. So we'll watch the action here. But we'll be having a break in just a moment. Sam Ferrick. Colin Brennan. Milltown just moving it up the field. Referee spots the foul. Free for Milltown. So brought up a few yards there to take the free. And Mike Martin not given space to get inside. Shane Connaughton just blocking the pass. So nearly 14 minutes gone in the second half. Kick down the left. Shane Maloney starting the move. Stephen Kerr trying to finish it. Keith Mannion hold the possession there, leaves it for Sam Ferrick. Sam Ferrick to Colin Brennan. Colin Brennan across the field. John Martin out to the left. Johnny Hines bursting up the wing. Terence Godwin. Hand passes to Cathal Blake, the captain. Cathal Blake out to the right to Niall Costello. Niall Costello continues to move here for Milltown. Get within range here. Can he get a shot off? No, finds a teammate, finds Mike Martin. He'll get a shot off with that ball curl in. No, it's not going to curl in for Mike Martin. And that goes to the left and wide. So 1 point ball game. Not long now before the water break. And the referee, is he blown for it? He's turned his back to it, so we're going to take a break for about 60 seconds or so at the water break here. St. Michael's in front. It's St. Michael's 1-8, Milltown 2-4. So welcome back here. Just a couple of adjustments technical in the press box, but you haven't missed any of the action. We have restarted play for the final quarter of this match, and 15 minutes to go here after the water break. St. Michael's in front by a point, 1-8-2-4, as Cathal Blake sends a teasing ball across for Mike Martin. He might have taken the mark there, you would have felt, but he doesn't. He might matter. Mike Martin with the shot, and that goes across the goal to the right and wide. And just for a moment, you would feel that Mike Martin should have taken the mark on that occasion and give himself a bit more time to have a shot at the post. St. Michael's 1-8, Milltown 2-4 here in Kenny Park at Rye in the Bond Secure Galway Senior Football Championship, brought to you in association with Galway GAA and Stream Sport Ireland. Jack Curran wins the ball for Milltown. There seems to be a bit of an urgency about Milltown at the moment. They're finding their passes, they're finding their pace. Cathal Blake with the ball leaves it off for Jack Curran. Jack Curran goes in the knee, back to Cathal Blake. Sam Ferrick, this is great. Mike Martin with a shot, a goal! A goal for Milltown, and that's a goal of the day. If ever you saw what Mike Martin burying the ball into the roof of the net. It's Milltown 3-4, St. Michael's 1-8, but what a move there. Jack who ran and fall, Terence Godwin there as well, Cahill Blake, and eventually it worked its way to Mike Martin, who hits the roof. 3-4 to 1-8, and Milltown lead this match for the first time. 13 points to 11, they're on the move again. We know they're well capable of getting high scores. Indeed, that was their 7th goal of the championship. They haven't been hitting as many points today. Sam Ferry, they're not finished yet though. Colin Brennan back to Sam, blocked down by Brian Madden. The centre back, but only as far as Cahill Blake. The high challenge is going to be a free in. And Milltown are going to get a chance to follow their goal with a point. And if they do, they'll be 3 points ahead. So all of a sudden, Milltown have just shot back into this contest after a very, very slow start. I can just tell you, another game taking place in the Senior Football Championship at the moment after 13 minutes. Montpellier may lost 7 points on Caharua 2. But our focus here is on Milltown against St. Michael's. St. Michael's getting a substitute ready. But we'll watch the free first. The free by Mark Hare goes over the bar. It's a score. 13 minutes to go. And it's 3-5 to 1-8. So St. Michael's making a substitution, number 19, who's Frank Daly. Comes on for them and he replaces Brian Harlow. So Brian will be disappointed to depart. Free for St. Michael's, they just need a score to settle things down again. Colin Gallagher kicks the ball ahead with teammates. On to 65 metre line, back with Dave Cudan. Dave Cudan to Frank Daly. So St. Michael's holding on to possession. Dave Cudan again pushing a bit forward. They won't panic yet, they're only 3 points behind. This is Jack Brown. Out to the right, finds a teammate, kick into the post, only into the hands of Anthony Coyne, didn't have control, but John Martin was in front of him. The Milltown number 7 constantly shielding his own goal. Before launching up the field, that ball kicked out, goes out over the line, so it's going to be a St. Michael's ball. Brian Madden, and look at the goalkeeper, the red jersey is pushed off the field. Tygo O'Malley, you can find him anywhere here in Athenry. Dave Cunan out to the left to Stephen Kerr. Stephen Kerr inside the 45 metre line, a kick in towards the corner, taken by Greg Rogan. So moving to play. This is actually Gary Higgins. St. Michael's again, queuing up at the 45 metre line, trying to find a player in. So it'll be a free in for St. Michael's. So Greg Rogan, another change for St. Michael's has come on. So this free now is going to be taken by Eddie Hoare. Eddie Hoare, tight off angle. Brian Harlow nailed one from here earlier on, missed one as well. Eddie'll be hoping for more luck. He puts this over the bar, it's back to 2 points, and St. Michael's can settle down again after the concession of a third goal. They haven't scored in nearly 10 minutes. Eddie Hoare with the shot, and a Milltown player touched it there, and it might end up. They got away with one there, it's out for a wide. Nobody complaining inside, there might be a few complaints away from it, but it's a wide ball nonetheless, so Milltown get away with one there. So Anthony Coyne won't be in any rush to come out and restart the action. We keep an eye on the activity in the field. So more changes taking place. Substitutes seem to be sneaking onto the field to play at the moment. We're inside the final 10 minutes. Colin Brennan has gone off for Milltown. So Milltown now in possession of the ball. And again the space is opened up with Sam Ferry as a player inside. Taken in the hands there by John Martin. The foul was committed, so it's going to be a free in for Milltown. And Milltown now will get an opportunity to restore their go 4 in front. The 3-point ball game. So John Martin getting back on his feet. Seth and the brothers for 300 cattle just outside Tuam, building the business up since 2011 and building up their contribution for Milltown GAA. Free in here, 9 minutes to go, and Milltown are holding a good hand now. The kick at the post, the kick from Mark Hare goes over the bar. Milltown are gone, 4 points in front. It's Milltown 3-6, St. Michael's 1-8, 15 points to 11. And Tygo O'Malley restarting the action, sending the ball out the field. Doesn't break kindly for anyone at the moment. Terence Godwin leads the ball off for Niall Costello. Niall Costello with a kick into space for Sam Ferrick. Sam Ferrick leaves it inside there now for Mike Martin. Mike Martin has 2 goals in the game already. 2 goals last week, 4 in the championship. The referee blows the whistle. He's won the free. And it's going to be, I think Mike Martin will take it from this side of the field to the right as we look at it. Tackle the goal to the right, the town goal in Kenny Park, Athenry. In front of the commentary box, Mike Martin will take this free. And Milltown are starting to build up a lead as the clock ticks away. Mike Martin puts the ball over the bar. Another score for Milltown. 3-7 to 1-8. St. Michael's have not scored in 13 minutes of play. So much going on as Tygo O'Malley restarts the action. Long drive down the field. 2 St. Michael's players go for it, and one got a call of a push. Damien Connaughton, the man that wins the free, but they've just given it away. Niall Costello wins it back, but the referee's going back, so was to spot another infringement. Free was taken quick the other way. It's going to be St. Michael's ball. So Dave Cunan moving the ball. Dave Cunan is getting close to goal here. Dave Cunan, he might go for the shot. Win for the point, and he sliced it to the right of the post. Decision making starting to let down St. Michael's here. The heat definitely been a major factor. Less than 7 minutes to go. So it's going to be Anthony Coyne, the goalkeeper for Milltown, to restart the action. You can tell he's in absolutely no rush, and I wouldn't blame him. So Anthony Coyne, long drive down the field. Referee blows the whistle. Looks like it'll be a throw-in ball between the two 65-metre lines. So ball thrown up. Off we go again. Taken on the occasion by Damien Connaughton. Damien Connaughton shakes off the Milltown player, sends a kick down in the direction of Brian Madden. Brian Madden, if he can shake off the defender, is inside the 20-metre line, trying to work his way towards the penalty area. He's on his own. Support is coming there from Conal Gallagher, who's pushed up the field. But Milltown have overturned the ball again. They've been brilliant at that in the second half. And now it's out with Terence Godwin right in front of us here, moving up towards the commentary box, trying to shake off Stephen Kerr, and gets in between the two substitutes and lays the pass off. A 1-2. Good play here. The 1-2 played with Diarmuid Blake. Didn't mention him coming on the field to play a moment or so, but Diarmuid Blake, so plenty of experience in the 2 number 20s here. Diarmuid Blake from Milltown, who has the ball again. Eddie Hoare for St. Michael's. 2 number 20s with county experience and also known for their radio commentaries on occasions. Jack Curran with the free for Milltown, gives to John Martin. John Martin with a long kick down in towards the attack, in towards Mike Martin, who gets tangled up with Shane Connaughton. The referee says that the Milltown attacker was the guilty party on that occasion, and it's going to be a free out for St. Michael's, but they're getting very, very sloppy with the ball now, it has to be said. And Milltown have it again. Milltown have it to Keith Mannion. Keith Mannion moving inside, leaves it off to shot in the air for Owen Mannion. And Tygo O'Malley takes that for St. Michael's. We look at the clock. The clock says we're about 4 minutes to go of normal time here in Kenny Park, Athenry. Milltown 5 points in front after trailing this match by 6 at one stage. But the 3 goals have been the difference. High challenge by Dermot Blake on Gary Higgins. It looks like it might be a yellow card as well for Dermot Blake. He was just in late with the challenge. So he goes into the book. And everybody now, Milltown management, just telling their players, no, plenty of time. Yellow card for Dermot Blake confirmed. This is Shane Connaughton on the ball inside the 45-metre line. And the referee blows the whistle. St. Michael's to get a free. The clock is getting away, and again, Shane here not wasting any time, punishing any indiscretions or activities he doesn't like to see. Brings it inside. So what now would you do if you're Gary Higgins? You have 3 minutes to go here for St. Michael's. They trail 3-7 to 1-8, but it's on the 20-metre line. He'll probably take the wise option and tap this over the bar. So with the left boot, puts the ball over the bar for St. Michael's. Their first score in 17 minutes. And it's 1-9 to St. Michael's. 3-7 to Milltown. So at least 3 minutes of added time being announced by the stadium announcer Sarah Godwin, but of course the clock hasn't stopped here. So that's the clock here in Kenny Park says 29 and a half. Of course, there's still 2.5 minutes of normal time remaining. So we are looking here at about 3.5 minutes of football remaining in this game, and St. Michael's trail it by 4 points. Long ball out the field, won by Dermot Blake, leaves it for Sam Ferrick. Sam Ferrick sends it in towards the inside line for Mark Kerr. Mark Kerr wins the foul. In on the attack again goes O'Manion. O'Manion getting inside the defender. St. Michael's have managed to overturn possession. The supporters here in Kenny Park Athenry getting behind their teams as Conal Gallagher plays a 1-2 for St. Michael's, brings the ball up towards the 45-metre line, looking for support. The support comes from Brian Madden. Brian Madden with a kick in towards the attack. Frank Daly was the man, the target, but it's Eddie Hoare that takes possession. Eddie Hoare with a cross inside. St. Michael's needs to get a score out of this and bring it back to one kick of the ball. The kick comes from Gary Higgins, and Gary Higgins with a superb kick from just inside 45 metres puts the ball over the bar. Just over a minute of normal time remaining, and it's 1-10 to St. Michael's, 3-7 to Milltown. Milltown are going to get in a substitute ready, and that substitute, but it's Mike McWalter who's coming back on the field of play. He did start the match, but he went off. He was actually the half-time substitute that saw Terence Godwin come on the field of play, so he's back on the pitch. And there's a bit of confusion who's coming off, but Mike McWalter is back on, and we're just waiting for the extra person to go off. And there's a hold-up too. Is it the goalkeeper Tygo O'Malley receiving attention? So we're having a bit of a hold-up here. The referee wants to restart the action, but we're going to start the action without St. Michael's goalkeeper. Well, the St. Michael's goalkeeper, it's not him on the ground actually. He's out in the middle of the field, but nobody's in goal for St. Michael's. So I haven't quite identified the player that's gone off, but the player that has officially been substituted is still on the field of play, even though they're receiving attention. And Mike Martin has the ball here as St. Michael's get a player back in goal. So St. Michael's on the move through Mike Martin. Unbelievable stuff. He goes for a kick at the post. This could well be the winner. That ball goes to the left and wide. Missed there by Milltown. So there's a Milltown player receiving attention on the field of play, but the referee is playing on, and Mike McWalter has come on for that player. So we believe we've 16 players on the pitch, even though only 15 of them is actually playing football. Frank Daly with a kick down in towards the attack with St. Michael's. Eddie Hoare tries to slip one off. Was he being challenged? He thought he was, but the referee said no. Milltown have the ball. The Milltown player receiving attention has finally gone off the field of play. That's why we love Football Championship. On the move here now, Mal Costello takes the challenge and went flying in towards the St. Michael's dugout. St. Michael's fair shoulder, says the official, Dave Conan, to restart the action. So this is Conal Gallagher. Conal Gallagher trying to find the space. Kick out in the right from Frank Daly in towards the house. Somebody tries to get a punch in it. And I think the punch in it was from Eamon O'Donnell, but stopped by the goalkeeper. It was O'Manion, the player that's gone off with the injury. So a blow for him. Mike McWalter back on. Milltown leading by 3. 1 point will be enough. Now we're playing a guessing game with how much more time the referee will play. But Milltown and Mike Martin is skipping through. He's skipping through as Mike Martin here just to put it over the bar. This is wrap it up for Milltown. Mike Martin with the shot. That's going to be the right and wide. But is the referee Shane Hare going to give St. Michael's any more time to get this score? A very hot day here in Kenny Park in Athenry. It's nearly coming to an end, and Milltown look like they're going to get a victory. They won't call it a performance that they'll be happy with. Montbellion my lot 2-11 to 3 points up and on Cararoo, but Milltown have beaten St. Michael's 3-7 to 110. A game where 2 late first half goals got them level, but a turn from Mike Martin wrapped it up. They hit 1-4 unanswered in the middle third of the field, a middle third of the half, that gets them the result. The 3-point ball game and finished in the end. Milltown with 2 wins out of 2. St. Michael's will have to pick themselves up for 2 weeks' time. The final score here in Kenny Park in Athenry. We thank our cameraman Dermot Flaherty. I was Darren Kelly. Milltown to winners by 3. It finished Milltown 3-7, St. Michael's 110.